On the morning of September 8, Typhoon Tapa, which had weakened slightly to a strong tropical storm before landfall, struck the southern coast of China. The storm made landfall near Taishan City in Guangdong Province, unleashing violent winds and heavy rains across a wide area. The scale of the precautionary measures taken by local authorities reflected the severity of the threat. Thousands of residents were evacuated from coastal and low-lying areas across Guangdong, with communities in Jiangmen, Zhuhai, Maoming, and other surrounding cities seeing entire neighborhoods moved to temporary shelters. Schools, kindergartens, and most public activities were suspended, while ferry and train services were halted in anticipation of destructive weather. The extensive mobilization of resources highlighted the urgency with which the province prepared for Tapa's arrival, as emergency management departments warned of storm surges, flash floods, and potential landslide. As Typhoon advanced inland, its rains poured relentlessly on Guangdong, flooding streets, overwhelming drainage systems, and forcing businesses to remain closed. Transportation was thrown into chaos. Ferry routes across the Pearl River Delta were suspended, and sections of the highway network saw closures due to fallen trees, waterlogging, and landslides in hilly regions. Power lines were damaged in multiple districts, causing outages that left thousands of households without electricity for several hours. Although the storm's winds weakened gradually as it moved inland, the deluge it carried remained a major threat, particularly to rural villages located near rivers and mountainous slopes where the risk of secondary disasters, such as mudslides and flash floods, was high. Further west, Tapa's impact extended into Guangxi Province, with the city of Wuzhou among the first to experience torrential downpours as the storm tracked northwest. Meteorological departments warned that rainfall totals could reach dangerous levels in some districts, potentially triggering widespread flooding. Local governments activated flood defense measures, reinforcing riverbanks and monitoring reservoirs to guard against overtopping or uncontrolled releases.
Có ní tụi vung trôi lôi hoài tâm tôi phụ má tôi thôi tôi phải mò.
In rural Guangxi, farmlands already saturated by earlier seasonal rains were inundated again, raising fears of crop losses and long-term damage to agricultural output. Authorities in the enclave urged residents to remain indoors, and low-lying areas experienced temporary waterlogging, but overall the impact there was limited compared to Guangdong. In the broader region, including parts of Hunan and Guangxi, forecasts warned of continued rainfall as Tapa's remnants traveled inland, ensuring that the storm's disruptive effects would persist for days after its landfall.
Wow, cặp bố mà và dân dùng cá còn nước cô coi tới nên địa hệ đó nhãn còn loại.
Though less intense than some of the catastrophic typhoons in recent years, Tapa's disruptions were profound. The forced evacuation of thousands of people, the shutdown of schools and businesses across multiple cities, and the large-scale suspension of transportation networks illustrated the storm's wide-reaching consequences. The economic cost is expected to be significant, particularly in southern Guangdong's manufacturing hubs and port cities, though a full assessment is still underway. Authorities continue to stress the importance of vigilance in the days ahead, as weakened though persistent rainfall could still pose serious threats to infrastructure, agriculture, and public safety.